There's dirt on my hand.
Hello YouTube Boss Rino, welcome to my channel. So ito, may nag-request itong scary comb. Ano ba to? Bizarre. Kanina ko lang nabasa eh. Medyo nagandahan ako sa channel niya. Medyo interesting eh. BIZZAREBUB. Actually marami nag-request ito sa FB pa lang. Pero kanina ko lang na-check kasi dami nyo talaga nag-request eh. So ito, pagbigyan natin to. Mukhang magaganda yung video niya. Para siyang look stop. Pero syempre, iba't ibang style yan. Katulad yung chills, diba? Medyo lambot yung boses. Iba-iba yan. Si Goosebump, ang ganda ng boses, diba? Nakakatuwa sila. Sila lang nakakatuwa. Pero yung mga video nila nakakabuisit, nakakatakot. So ito, ninervyusin na naman ako nito. Kakapi muna ako bago ako, para hindi ako nervyusin. So ito, umpisa na natin. Yung number 5 kasi nito, napanood ko na. So sa 4 tayo mag-uumpisa. So game, try natin to bago pa try na iba.
The following video shows a real estate agent showcasing a property on camera when something downright creepy is caught on tape. The footage comes from a YouTube channel owned by a real estate broker named Santiago Sanchez, who's been uploading videos of homes that are up for sale. By filming these properties and putting them on his channel, Santiago has been able to sell most homes. However, out of all the homes he's filmed, there's one in particular that he doubts will ever be sold. On June 15th of 2015, Santiago had posted a video unlike any other he's posted before. The video starts off with him standing in front of a house, seeming a bit scared, as he tells us that the owner had warned him not to go inside.
Me han dicho, no entres, pero si quieres ir a grabarla, puedes grabar el vídeo, pero ten mucho cuidado, no salte de la casa rápido. Casi me voy a atrever a entrar y...
So alam nung may-ari talaga may nagpapakita.
El video.
Shit.
According to the owner, he and his family had promptly left the house late one night after experiencing strange activity for months. Ever since then, the house has been vacant. It wasn't until weeks later that they reached out to Santiago asking for his help in selling their home. Although a house like this is hard to sell, he still showcased the property on the off chance that someone might still buy it. But little does he know that something downright creepy would happen while being inside. Upon entering the property, he smells a strong, foul odor that seems to linger throughout the house. He then walks over to the kitchen and sees that a colony of ants has taken over the sink. Now, according to the owner, there have been sudden infestations of flies and other insects throughout the home, which Santiago finds odd, as the house is practically new and therefore shouldn't have this problem. Although strange, it isn't as odd as what happens later in the footage. Take a look.
Nakakatakot to, puro bukas oh.
No tenía por qué haber ningún tipo de insectos. Estamos en la cocina. Se puede ver cómo ellos vaciaron toda la cocina rápidamente para irse corriendo. Está todo abierto. No han vuelto por esta casa. Yo no sé qué decir, pero pueden ver todavía pertenencias.
No, tangin na yung upuan. Diyan na upo yan, no. Tinan mo.
Es raro.
Oh, diba?
Nunca se lo llevaron.
Dahan-dahan. Dahan-dahan.
No quiero alejarme mucho de la puerta, la verdad.
Oh shit, ano yan? May cruz?
Esto está horrible, este lado. No sé cómo puede estar tan horrible en poco tiempo.
Puta, dahan-dahan.
Una de las cosas que noto es que hay un olor que está horrible, como podrido.
Santiago then proceeds to go inside a bedroom that has a hidden closet. The owner states that his family has felt a certain presence within this closet and has kept it shut for the longest time, until recently. Feeling a bit spooked, he heads on over to the other rooms, where he begins to feel even more uneasy. What happens then has left him baffled. This is what he caught.
Aquí pueden observar dónde estaba el master bedroom, la habitación principal. Pueden ver que todavía hay cosas, pero pueden ver cómo rápidamente cogieron toda la ropa y se marcharon. Pueden ver ahí todas las perchas. Rápidamente sacaron toda la ropa, la cargaron en el coche y desaparecieron. Dejaron bastantes cosas detrás de ellos. hay un olor extraño, como podrido en este área de la casa. Este es el otro cuarto, pueden observar. Todavía hay cosas, pertenencias. Bastante raro. Ahora lo que vamos a hacer va a ser aquí en la pared. Hay unas marcas en la casa, en varias áreas. Es como serían marcas, uñas de alguien que ha raspado o definitivamente son
Taka na, may mga may
algo
nagkakalmot
raro,
ng pader, oh.
que están rayadas las paredes en varias áreas. Esa es la ok.
Ah, tangina,
Luego,
natakot ako
esta
sa
es la parte
camera.
de arriba, es extraño, la verdad. Este es el otro
Tangina, paling ng camera na to.
hay ruidos en la casa, puedo decir, hay ruidos. Ahí hay unos ruidos que estoy oyendo, como unos clac, clac. Es muy extraño. Y esto es lo que es la casa. Estas personas estuvieron aquí viviendo unos 2-3 años y me llamaron, dijeron que la tuvieron que abandonar porque definitivamente algo raro estaba ocurriendo.
Nakasumió
Cuando abandonaron
camera
la
niya,
casa, no, la abandonaron a las 2 de la mañana, después de que ocurrió, según ellos, cosas muy raras. Pero bueno, yo he querido venir, grabar el vídeo y ver, un poquito, de todo lo que está ocurriendo en esta casa. Yo no creo, pero bueno, esta es la casa. Es muy, muy interesante. Y
Oh, tangina mo,
mejor me voy saliendo
gago.
ya de la casa. Pero otra vez, si necesitan comprar una casa, siempre miren el historial de las casas. Es muy importante, ¿ok?
The chair all of a sudden rocks on its own. It is at this moment that Santiago decides to leave the premises while trying to keep calm by talking more about the property. The sudden infestation of flies, ants, and other insects, plus the markings on the walls, as well as the foul odor throughout the home, have led viewers to believe that the house is haunted. And of course, the chair moving on its own was enough to convince them that something paranormal had occurred. But, as always, I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusion. Like with most videos, the question still remains: what exactly had been caught on camera?
Pero kasi 'di ba ano siya, real estate agent siya, 'di ba? So kung real estate agent ka, anong purpose? Ba't ka nagbibideo ng ganun? Purpose mo, nagbibideo ka ng binibideo mo talaga yung bahay para ipakita mo doon sa possible na bibili. Kaya lang, para makakita ka ng ganung tapos i-upload mo pa sa YouTube, talagang hindi na mabebenta yung bahay, 'di ba? So hindi siya magpe-fake, 'di ba? Kung magpe-fake siya, hindi niya ipe-fake yung ganon kasi nagbebenta nga siya ng bahay. So negative 'yun para doon sa bahay para hindi mabili, 'di ba? So piling ko totoo. Ang haba, nakakatakot yung pali ng camera.
This next video speaks for itself. We can see 3 people who appear to be friends using what looks to be a Ouija board. And of all paranormal videos, those involving Ouija boards often show footage of a session that goes wrong. That being said, this next video is no exception. This is what was caught. That it's best to never use a Ouija board, as most videos show that something goes wrong. But of course, what do you think?
Number 2.
This next video features a family of 3 who lives in a house that they believe is haunted. The family has experienced many strange occurrences inside this house.
Ito may bata na naman, totoo to.
But, out of all things encountered, there's one incident that is by far the creepiest. The following is the video they took. The video begins with the father of the family who's recording what appears to be a small pool for children. According to him, his son Rowan was playing with mom inside the pool when he points to the house and says that he could see a man in the window.
And right there in that room, That's where Rowan said that he saw a man
Shit.
inside there, and he sat in the pool right here, and he sat there staring up, and he said, "That's a man."
Patay.
And he kept looking in there and said, "There's a man in there." So
If no one had been inside, then who or what did Rowan see? Rowan's mother states that she was creeped out by her son's comment, but it's what happened later that day that creeped her out the most. After playing in the pool, they both go inside to dry up, when Rowan walks over to the dining room where the figure was seen and stares at something for a very long time. Unsure as to what he was seeing, she asked him if there was something there, to which he nodded and said, "I could see a man with big black hair." He then says that he looks like an airplane, which neither of his parents could understand. But then, after telling us this story, the father goes on to record his son and ask him more questions about this man.
Nako po.
Hurt his brain.
He hurt his brain? And then what happened? Did he say anything?
Putang ina mo.
His butt.
Nainuuntog yung sarili daw?
Hurt his butt?
Now it could be the case that he's just saying whatever comes to mind, as most children do. But what happens later in the video has left both parents baffled. This is what was caught.
Well, do you have anything else to add?
Tang ina, wag
He
ganyan.
apparently sees a man in there.
Shit. Huwag ka lumapit to. Huwag ka
That's a
lumapit
big
yan.
man?
Ay, kinalabutan
The father
ako.
captures footage of his son, who appears to be seeing something.
Kinalabutan ako.
is he there? What's he look like?
He's an airplane.
He
He
looks
always says that. He looks,
like an airplane.
There's another man.
He's a black man.
He's a black man.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, he's a black man. Right?
anino? Tama yung bata, oh.
After giving another detail about the man, he walks over to the dining room and sits at the entrance.
Ayun na
He
naman,
then
oh.
points to the corner and says that he could see the man standing right there. As you might have guessed, the parents can't help but think that their child has seen a ghost. Now it could be that their son has an overactive imagination and are therefore mistaking an imaginary friend for a ghost.
Nakakatakot
Yet,
yun.
the following day,
Oh,
the
meron pa
father
rin?
makes a shocking discovery that may dispel this notion.
Shit.
Take a look.
Hi. I just wanted to say that this is the next day after Rowan's been telling us about that ghost that he saw, and we just realized he's been telling us a black man was in here with big hair, with big black hair, and he was in this room.
Ah, shit.
That room, and we didn't know, but we were looking around and we found out that this piece of little furniture, this thing my mom gave us, and we found it in the corner.
What's that?
It's called a unity carving. See? And it's carved from one piece of wood. And look at this that we found on it, and we didn't even know. But speaking of Ghana is in Africa. So
Shit.
this is, and we looked up, it's made from all one piece of wood. It's like this artistic thing that, it's like hard to make or whatever, and they probably get paid very little, which is why they're able to resell these for fairly cheap in the United States. But we think maybe the person who crafted it was the ghost or something, or connected to this. The person connected to this thing was the ghost. Okay, so we just thought I'd add that tidbit in. Okay.
What are your thoughts on this? Is the piece responsible for the man that Rowan sees? Or is it all due to an overactive imagination? Feel free to share what you think.
Kahit, alam niyo, kahit totoo man o hindi sinasabi ng bata, nakakatakot pa rin, no? Di ba? Kasi pag bata, paniniwalaan mo talaga yan eh. Kahit ayaw mo maniwala, Bakit sinasabi ng bata yon? Eh, hindi naman gumagawa ng kwento ang bata. Ay, kaya nakakatakot siya.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Number 1.
This last video was posted by David Stenberg, who owns a dog that, according to him, has been acting very strange. David had filmed the following video and writes, "This is the only recorded example of this behavior, but it has happened in the middle of the night, the middle of the day, and in several rooms of the house. This is what he caught on camera."
Shit. Tignan mo, oh. Natatakot nga, oh. Tangina. Takot yan, ha. Imbis, dapat yan, tumatahol yan, eh. Pero takot siya, eh. Oh. Oh. Patay tayo dyan. Yan ang mga, eto mga legit, yung mga ganto. Di ba?
Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. What is the deal? Astrid, you're freaking me out. Come here. Come here.
Oh, ayaw pumasok. Tangina.
For some reason, David's dog will not go in the room. There doesn't appear to be anything threatening inside, which is odd as his behavior suggests otherwise. Because of this, viewers believe that there was actually something inside the room, but it could only be seen by the dog. Knowing this, the question then becomes, what exactly was being seen? Was an unseen ghost caught on camera, or was something else caught instead?
Tangina, hindi ako tutulog dyan sa kwarto na yan pag ganyan.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.
Takot. Kaya ayoko na aso, eh. Di ba? Baka may makita na hindi ko nakikita. Puta, ano. Hindi ko naman pwede itapon yung aso. Ay, nako. Ito yung mga gato, ito yung mga legit. Oh, kasi ito yung mga, yung alam mo yung hindi mo, wala kang masasabing edit. Kasi minsan yung iba talaga nag-e-edit na, naglalagay ng anino, naglalagay ng ano. Pero itong mga to, kwento to talaga na legit. Oh, kwentong legit talaga. Nakita nyo naman kung paano yung bata, paano mo tuturuan yon? Aso. Paano mo tuturuan yung aso na gano'n na matakot, di ba? Yan ang legit. Nakakatakot kwento pa lang. Kahit wala tayong nakita, pero nakakatakot siya kasi legit, di ba? So ito, maraming salamat sa panonood at maraming salamat sa nag-request ito. Subscribe nyo ang BIZZAREBUB. Di ba? Subscribe natin. Subscribe ko na rin siya. So maraming salamat sa panonood at hanggang sa muli.
I came from the mud. Just